So with the launch of GPT-5, OpenAI quietly dropped a special prompting guide that, honestly, changes everything. We really need to dive into this, because if you get these new rules down, you can unlock the AI's real power.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You ask for something amazing, something creative, and what you get back is, well, it's just so boring. It's flat, it's generic, and you can just tell it was written by an AI from a mile away. And here's the big twist. The problem isn't that these new models are broken. The problem is that the way we've been asking, our old style of prompting, just isn't cutting it anymore. The game has changed, and now it's kind of on us to level up.
Okay, let's break down exactly why our old prompts are falling flat. Turns out, the incredible power of a model like GPT-5 is exactly what creates this new challenge for us.
Think about it this way. You're not talking to a simple calculator anymore. You're talking to a world-class expert. And if you walk up to an expert and give them a vague one-sentence instruction, what do you expect? You're going to get a basic, uninspired answer. To get that expert-level work, you need to give them an expert-level brief.
So this brings us to the single biggest change in how we need to approach prompting. OpenAI has been super clear about this, and it's a really fundamental shift in thinking.
This right here is the golden rule. The model demands that you be explicit. You have to spell out what you want, how you want it done, and exactly what you want the final result to look like. From now on, structure is absolutely everything.
So how do we actually provide that structure? Well, the good news is OpenAI didn't just tell us we were doing it wrong. They gave us the solution. It's a fantastic 7-step framework for building the perfect prompt every single time.
And here they are, the 7 pillars of a perfect prompt. You've got role, task, context, reasoning, rules, a stop condition, and an output style. Seriously, just think of this as your new checklist. If you can hit all 7 of these, you're basically giving a professional-grade brief to your AI. Let's look at each one.
All right, first up, role. This is your starting block, and it's so important. You're literally telling the AI who to be. Is it a snarky marketing genius, a detail-oriented senior developer? When you assign a persona, you're priming the AI to tap into the right knowledge and use the right tone right from the get-go.
Second, we have the task. And this is where you have to be crystal clear. Vague requests get you vague results. So instead of saying something like write about marketing, you need a super clear action like draft 3 viral tweet hooks for a new coffee brand or create a 30-day content calendar. The more specific the verb, the better the output.
Number 3 is context. And this, my friends, is your secret weapon against generic AI fluff. You have to feed it the background info. Who is this for? What is the ultimate goal? Is there a budget we need to stick to? Giving the AI the why behind the what is what makes the response feel totally custom and unique.
Okay, step 4 is reasoning. This is a total power user move. Here, you're not just asking for the answer, you're telling the AI how to think. For instance, you could say, first, analyze the sales data I've provided. Then, identify the top 3 customer complaints, and finally, propose a solution for each one. You're basically giving it a roadmap to follow.
At number 5, we have rules. You know, every project has its limits, and the AI needs to know what they are. These are your non-negotiables. Think of them as guardrails on the highway. Do not go over 500 words, or avoid technical jargon at all costs, or maybe the tone must be upbeat and funny.
Number 6 is the stop condition. It's so simple, but so powerful. This just tells the AI when the job is officially done. It's what stops you from getting those endless, rambling answers. Be really specific. Stop after you've given me 5 unique ideas, or end the response once the 7-day meal plan is complete.
And finally, we have number 7, output style. Please don't forget to tell the AI how you want the information presented. Do you need it in a JSON format for your app, a clean markdown table, or just a simple bulleted list? Specifying this at the beginning saves you so much time later on. So, okay, that's all the theory. But does this framework actually work in the real world? Oh yeah. Let's look at a couple of before and after examples that just perfectly show off how powerful this is. Just look at this.
On the left, you have the kind of vague thing most of us would write. But on the right, using that 7-step framework, it becomes a professional-level brief. It's got a role, a super specific task, crucial context like the target audience and budget, and a defined output. It's not a question anymore, it's a project plan.
And the results are, well, they're night and day. The basic prompt gets you a generic blog post that you've read 1,000 times. The structured prompt, it delivers a focused, actionable strategy that you could literally start using tomorrow. That's the difference.
Here's another perfect example. Plan a trip to Paris. That's a recipe for disaster, right? You're just going to get a list of the biggest tourist traps. But this structured prompt is personal. It's got interests, art and cozy cafes, dietary needs, and a crucial rule. Avoid tourist traps.
And that's really the whole point, isn't it? One output gives you a boring list of monuments. The other gives you an actual experience, a personalized, thoughtful plan that reflects what that couple actually wants to do. It's the difference between just getting an answer and getting a real solution.
So after seeing all that, what is the big lesson here? What's the one thing you need to remember next time you open up that chat window?
It really all comes down to this. Clarity is king. Your structure is your superpower. And all those little details you add in, that's what turns a boring response into something that's a total game changer. This isn't just a slightly different way to prompt. It's a massive upgrade to how you should be working with AI.
Now look, I get it. Writing out these super detailed prompts can feel like a lot of work. The source for this explainer did mention a free tool called promptmaxer.com that can actually take your simple idea and automatically build out this structured prompt for you, which is a pretty cool shortcut.
So, there you have it. The framework is clear, and the results, well, they speak for themselves. You officially have the blueprint for getting way, way better results from AI. The only question left is, what are you going to create first?